So my favorite character from Home Alone is definitely Marv, beautifully played by Daniel Stern. Marv, Merchants, Home Sweet Home Alone, love it, love it, love it. I'm gonna unbox this figure, it's the last one of the set, and I think I touched upon in the Kevin McAllister review the quality of paint compared to the packaging, and this one definitely compared to the imagery we get on the packaging. It's not the same quality. NECA usually you get that same quality, but whatever. I'm gonna take him out and then show you this. Here is out of the packaging in rotation, and you know what I'm gonna do before I start this review? I'm just gonna show you the images I was talking about. You can see the picture of him on the box. It looks very well done, and even in the frame in the back, it looks just like the actor. But the figure itself, I feel like the paint isn't as good. NECA, usually it's not same as production, but it's relatively close. But this guy's, his eyes are everywhere, which I don't think it's supposed to be as crazy like that. It works from this angle, but if you look straight on, it looks like he's a lunatic. And also I'm seeing a bit of skin paint on his hair, which is odd. And the replacement head is a bit better when it comes to the eyes, but overall I feel like the paint application isn't as good as seen in the production pictures. And yes, I know that those are production figures that are definitely better than what we get at retail, but I know NECA usually the quality is consistent. So I just want to point out that for some reason these are not as good as what you see in those pictures. I really like how this came crunched, and it really looks gross. Like he is kind of a gross guy. He turns on the water in people's house and lets it leak everywhere. That's kind of gross. He's a well-dressed man. Didn't know that before. Let's check out what's underneath. Wow, he's wearing a lot of nice clothes. I'm very proud of him. Articulation, let's go over it. The head can look all around, up a little, down, barely up and down. Like you can do it, but it's barely anything. There is shoulder movement, rotation, but you gotta watch out because the jacket and the clothing just really don't let him do much in there. At the elbow, and the wrist rotates and bends, which is sweet. The torso, there is some rotation. Oh, can't do anything with his legs because these pants, like you can do some things, but you can't do much because for some reason his pants are really long. So anywhere you try and articulate it, he can only move about this much and that much, or else it's gonna rip, which is a bit unfortunate. At the knee though, you can get some bend, and at the ankle, there is quite a bit. And I love how they painted his socks. That was very fun and nice. It comes with a couple of accessories, a crowbar, and a snow globe. Let's shake it up. No gum on the bottom though, I checked. And lastly, he comes with a bag which you can use for accessories or to make him look like he's robbing. Let's switch out the head if I can, and check out him with his alternative beat up head. I am like, the thing I love about Home Alone is it's pretty much just Looney Tunes. These people are almost dead. Like, how many concussions would they have had? So for me, this happens sometimes with toys. Check out my hand. Look how like dented and beat up it looks. That's because for some reason I can't get his head on. You might need to put it in some water, or some warm water, or use your hair dryer on hot to loosen up the plastic and then get it on. But for right now, I cannot get the head to stay on the peg. This sometimes happens with toys, and yes, it is a negative in my eyes. I think it should definitely be easy and shouldn't require you to nearly bruise your hands trying to get it in. And it's definitely because his hairstyle is like that. If this was smoother, it would probably be easier to force on, but for now, I'm a little upset with that. And I'd say that even though he's my favorite character, I'd say he's the weakest out of the three. But now that I was able to boil some water and swap his head, you can see that this is a solid head, even though I destroyed my hand trying to get it in, but doing it with the boiled water was super simple, so I recommend you doing that. This is after he got destroyed in the head with an iron. Yeah, this dude would have probably died if that movie was real, or had major brain damage. But this face is very fun. He looks angry, maybe a little spooked. I actually prefer the other head to this one. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Let's make this a dialogue. But overall, I said this is one of the weaker ones. I think if they added paint and didn't make his pants so weird so you could move his legs, it would be a solid figure. But those are the two reasons why I say he's the weakest. I know, he's my favorite character. I'm a little upset saying that. And now always we have to compare it to a previous figure I own, and here is the previous Jubilee. As you can see, it has the long coat, which